Coming up on Look Today, well, the Crandall Public Library in Glens Falls will expand its Folk Life Center. I've got details. Plus, the village and town of Lake George will merge maintenance departments to save taxpayer money. More on that coming up. And Glens Falls Hospital announces a new mental health treatment program. I've got those details. All ahead on Look Today. Welcome, everyone. I'm Jay Hood Jackson. This is Look Today. Well, in tonight's program, I sit down with Chuck Voskanian. He's president of the Rockman Record Club. He's also a heck of a rock historian. And he's here to talk about the next installment of Rockman featuring the Eagles, Hotel California. That's happening at Cafe Lena tomorrow night. I also sit down with Patrick Linsky. He's race coordinator for the 5K Oktoberfest Fun Run. That's happening September 30th. We also have your weather for the Tri-North counties, what weather, and these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, Crandall Public Library will expand its Folk Life Center by producing more original content. Well, the Folk Life Center is instrumental in educating the public on cultural and historical events in our area. Now, recent trends show that public libraries have producing more original content. Well, the funding for the expansion will come out of the library's $4.6 million budget. Now, the budget, by the way, saw a 3% increase from last year. We spoke to Todd DeGarmo. He's founding director of the center about what this expansion entails.
I think, you're always looking ahead to things you could do or, might be able to do. And, we'd love to get more into, like you were saying, education. It'd be wonderful to teach people how to document their own traditions and have those kind of resources, have professional videographers and oral historians come in and talk to people and give them the skills to do that.
Wow. Okay, in other news, well, the town and village of Lake George have announced they are combining two departments. Now, by 2018, the Buildings and Grounds departments will have combined forces. Now, these departments are responsible for grounds upkeep, maintenance, and the hiring of lifeguards. This merger will save taxpayer money. Now, according to the mayor of the village, Bob Blaze, one of the priorities is to increase the quality of services with year-round professionals. Well, we spoke to Dennis Dickinson. He's supervisor, town of Lake George.
All of these things that we've combined, we've gone into them tentatively. We've worked on them over time and smoothed them out, and they've all turned out so far to be beneficial to both the town and the village. And we're hoping the same thing that's going to happen here with this one. It looks really good for us. It looks really good for the village. We'll sit down, get the numbers together, and we'll sit down and sometime in the next couple of months get it on the table and decide whether to pull the trigger or not. I think it's going to work out really well.
Switching from news to weather, talk about weather. How about this weekend? It could not have been more beautiful, and it looks like the weather is holding up with more sunshine. So let's see how the week is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast.
Thank you, Jesse. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponser with your first look weather update. So look at the national map for tonight. We have high pressure control towards the southern tip of the U.S., stationary from boundary, making its way towards the Carolinas and just offshore the mid-Atlantic. Also Jose, basically a hurricane right now, making its approach towards the east coast. Then it's going to pull out to sea thanks to this cold front boundary that's going to make its way towards our viewing area during the overnight hours. So we can't rule out maybe a shower or two across the region. Otherwise, we could see partly cloudy skies, regional temps in the 50s and 60s towards the Capital District, towards lower 60s in Clifton Park. Greenwich is 60 and Whitehall is 60. Glens Falls, we're looking at upper 50s for overnight lows, and towards Johnsburg and Pottersville, temperatures generally in the upper 50s. Partly cloudy, some patchy fog late. For Tuesday, we'll see partly sunny, but could see a few showers near that cold front. 75 the afternoon high. We'll see a few showers, a mild start, temperatures in the lower to mid 60s. Extended outlook, we'll continue to see highs above average, and especially by the time we get to the weekend, temperatures in the mid to upper 70s through Thursday, lower 80s for highs Friday and Saturday. Low temps about 60 or so, maybe upper 50s for Thursday morning. We cool down the low temperatures though to the lower 50s. So the dew points are going to be on the decrease and making it feel very nice and very fall-like, even though temperatures will be slightly on the above average side. Slight chance of showers Tuesday and Wednesday, and sunshine to end the week. That's a look at the first look weather forecast. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponser. I'll send it back to you, Jesse.
Thanks very much, Clarence. Back to the news. Well, Glens Falls Hospital has announced that it will launch its telepsychiatry pilot program. Now, telepsychiatry is a new way of offering mental health treatment to patients remotely via computer technology. Now, as the need for treatment increases, so does the need for inventive ways of increasing access to those treatments. Now, this new program will be part of the emergency department of the hospital, and we're going to have more on this tomorrow. Up next, I sit down with Chuck Vesconian, president of Rockman Record Club, and also a rock historian. And he's here to talk about the next installment featuring the Eagles Hotel California that's happening at Cafe Lena tomorrow night. And I also sit down with Patrick Linsky. He's race coordinator for the 5K October Fun Run. And that's happening on September 30th. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea. How about join us for an interview? Then give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, now it's time for your look. Very interesting comments about what people were doing over the weekend and stuff like that. Well, we got one comment that I wanted to point out. It's from Maureen in Saratoga. You know, what happens to us frequently when we do our interviews is that they're available on demand on our website. So anytime you want to find an interview, you can go on there. As a matter of fact, you can find anything you want that we produce on our website. But it was an interview I did a while back with an author, Regina Calcaterra. And it's resonated with viewers, and they go back once in a while, catch this interview, and let us know. And Maureen had the comment, she said, I've read both of her books, and I can relate to some of her nightmares. Can you imagine? I just want to say she is wonderful. Now, also, we have the last 2 tickets to give away for the Adirondack Experience, the Adirondack Museum in Blue Mountain Lake. The pair go to Cindy Granger Moffett. So, Cindy, if you can stop by our Saratoga studio, any weekday between 10 and 3 p.m., you can pick up those tickets. And that's it for your look. That's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. It's Monday, so we like to look ahead. Another big week around here. Melissa Phelps, BOCES will be in. Samantha Bosshart, Saratoga Preservation Foundation will be in. Now, Michelle Madigan and Commissioner John Frank are coming in. And they want to talk about their financial analysis regarding the change in form of government in Saratoga. That should be interesting. Hey, Matteo Vesconian, try that 3 times fast. Killer drummer with the band Wild Adriatic is in for an interview. Talk about the band, but also a really big, great music festival that's happening at the end of the month at the Queensberry Hotel in Glens Falls called The Summit. Chad Rabinovitz is going to be in from Adirondack Theater Festival, talking about the film festival coming up. And Diana Palmer was in for an interview, and she will be, we'll feature her interview this week. She's running for city council in Glens Falls. Really interesting interview. And last but not least, hope this is not premature, for Caitlin Cinzio. Caitlin is our contact at Glens Falls Hospital in marketing, and rumor has it that she's just been promoted to the position of running marketing. So Caitlin, hope we're not letting the cat out of the bag there, but congratulations to you. That's it. Tonight on Look TV, beyond the headlines and play-by-play. Don't forget, tune in tomorrow night for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone.